So you come up with this amazing trading strategy that you want to be executed in the blink of an eye. And then you are researching what bots out there can help you to do that. Well, let me spare you some time. In this video, I will go over 3 bots and I will test exactly that, how quick they are executing TradingView signals. Now, before we dive into the charts, please leave me a comment below and tell me what is your favorite bot on your preference list. And let's see if this test will make you be excited about your choice or to start to worry about it. Alright, let's dive in the charts. Before I start talking about specific platforms, let me tell you what was my approach in this case. As you are familiar already maybe, I used a TradePro TradingView indicator and I used the charts of 1 second. Yeah, you heard that right, only 1 second because I wanted to go very quickly about this and did not want to waste too much time. And something else I was thinking that if a service sucks really bad, it will miss trades. Be sure to follow until the end of this video to find out if any of these failed to do that. The second condition for this was to have at least 10 trades. So I did not run it longer than that, just 10 trades. And the last thing worth mentioning is that I used Binance in this case. So have that in mind as well. Maybe sometimes I will try to test this on another exchange and see how it goes. Okay, these 3 platforms I will test right here are Alertatron, 3 commas, and Zignaly. As you know already, Alertatron, it is my favorite service so far and I am using it with my bots. So there is no denial in that. It's pretty affordable and it's proven to be very robust, and also it is very flexible with the choices for your trades. Now let me quickly walk you through this spreadsheet I put together right here, which is the execution time. Here is the execution time on TradingView. Like here, you'll see, if you look at this picture right here, you see the time when the alert triggered. And here is the time when the alert got executed on Binance. So I put these 2 timestamps here and I made the difference between this to see how much time it takes for the bot to execute the trades. And as we can see, Alertatron starts decent with 8 seconds, 6 seconds afterwards, 7, and then we have a surprise. And as you can see, there is this and these 2 others, and this with 17. So I was a little bit worried about this actually. I was not expecting to get any signal, any alert over 10 seconds, to be honest. But I did it, I recorded, and that's it. I stopped there and I moved to 3 commas. So for this test, we have the average deviation 14 seconds. But as we can see, the most of our trades have been executed on actually less than 10 seconds. But because of these very high delays, this one 36 seconds, 33 seconds twice, and this one 17 seconds. So we got this pretty high one. If we exclude this one, it would have been much better. Definitely around 9, 8, something like that. That is it with Alertatron. Now, let's move on to 3 commas. Wow. Yeah, that's a big surprise, right? 3 seconds. Yes, I got 3 seconds on 3 commas. And this is very, very interesting because when I started to use Alertatron, it was the opposite way. That's why I went with Alertatron. And it's not only that actually. There is this flexibility that the Alertatron commands allow you to manipulate the order size, which for 3 commas, it's a little bit limiting because it's only for percentage or amount. And you cannot send or set take profits or stop losses within your alert, right? And this is a huge plus for Alertatron for who wants to use that capability. Okay, so as we can see here, the slowest trade has been executed in 8 seconds, which is crazy. I was really surprised. But kudos to 3 commas. I don't know what happened that day, if it was some special conditions or something, but I cannot complain about anything. As we can see, we have the best time, 0.1 second. And for Alertatron, we had the best time, 6 seconds. 6 seconds, it's huge. So 3 commas really crushed Alertatron this time. That's very interesting. So the average deviation was lower than the quickest trade executed by Alertatron. So that's no small feat. Let me tell you that. And like I said, 8 seconds. And it was only once. If we exclude this one, the highest one was 5 seconds. Oh man, I think this average deviation could have been even 2. But nonetheless, very impressive. Hugely impressive. Okay, and now the surprise platform, which is Zignaly. I never talked about Zignaly on my channel so far, but I wanted for a long time to try it. And because of this good virtual friend Ian, whom used a lot of time to help me to make it work because it was quite complicated. And now let's see how it performed. Here we go. 0.5 seconds, which is not bad at all. As we can see, we have the slowest executed trade in 6 seconds, which is very impressive. So it is even more impressive than 3 commas. So this is the interesting part. It's much more consistent than every other service. So this was mind-blowing, especially if you think that this is free. Yes, you heard that right. This is for $0. You can use this service for free. On top of that, it also has custom orders like Alertatron. So it's really, really cool. By the way, I'm not affiliated with this service at all. I just used it and these are the conditions I used it. There is no subscription. It's very interesting. They have a different business model and they make money from their token, which you can use to follow signal providers and such, and you can pay a cut of your profits or something like that. Yeah, I will not go too much into detail right now. Maybe I'll make a review at some point. But indeed, I was really, really impressed because we have other services out there like Wonderbit or other ones, I don't remember, but I always used to see people complaining about it. So after I ran this test, I started to be concerned about what happened with Alertatron actually. What is this? How is it possible? Is this so bad actually? Or maybe it happened something. I don't know. But I thought before I shoot this video to just give it another try. And I make a new test to see if this will confirm these results or if it's going to show a better side of Alertatron. And here we go. Yes. As expected, Alertatron did not disappoint me this time. And we can see how consistent it is, except this trade right here, which was executed in 7 seconds. Everyone, almost everything else got executed in 4 seconds. And that's why we get average deviation of 4 seconds, which is very good. 1 second slower than 3 commas, but it has a different price model. And if you want more advanced and customized orders, then definitely it's a very good choice. So that means that in the previous day I tested it, it was something sketchy. Something happened. It was something not working as expected. So that's why the result. What is the conclusion of this? Let me start with Alertatron. Like I said, Alertatron price, it's quite affordable. You can go with $25 for 150 daily alerts, which is quite decent. If you are not a scalper on 1 minute time frame or something like that, that you will need many more alerts. But they have also the pro plan, which is $50 a month. So that's that. Like I said, I'm not an affiliate with Alertatron. I just use the service and I am happy with it. So it never disappointed me. Most of my bots are still running on Alertatron. The downside of it is that it does not have any interface. It's only code. You see a place where you get the alerts, but you don't have a visual interface where you can input or something like that, like 3 commas has, right? Because that's why a lot of people like 3 commas, because it's very user friendly. Would I still recommend Alertatron? Yes, of course, like I said, depends on what you want to achieve with it, what you want to do. So this is what I think. Now, moving on to 3 commas. Something that I discovered in the TradePro Discord server is that a lot of people have already 3 commas memberships. So if I would have a 3 commas membership, I would not use anything else unless I specifically need something very customed. Like I said, if you want to set your take profits or stop losses, then 3 commas won't do it. Or you will need to send a signal when you want to close a trade, which is decent, of course, but it is the risk that if something happens and the signal is not executed, then you might end up in a trade you did not want to be. But like I said, if you don't need very custom orders, I would do everything with 3 commas. I would just do that. At least I will get burned by a bot not triggering a closing signal or something like that. But this is what I would do. On the other hand, if you are just starting and testing out everything, I would definitely choose Zignaly because it's free. And until proven otherwise, it looks very solid. And on top of that, I really like their trading terminal. I'm using that for most of my trades, for manual trades. It's very nice, much nicer than on the exchange. So I really like this. With this caveat, they have quite extensive documentation, but myself, I really struggled a lot to get it working. It was very, very, very difficult. And I am quite tech savvy. I don't want to scare you out. It's definitely worth it if you put in some time. Don't expect it to make it work like that. And it is going to be a little bit more difficult for people that are not very tech savvy. But like I said, it's for free. So we cannot complain about anything. In fact, I will do just that. And this is one of the reasons why my challenge is on hold right now. Yeah, sorry about that. I know you are very excited to see how my challenge develops, but please have a little bit of patience because there are some things happening. So, like I just told you, I want to try Zignaly. I want to try to use it on this challenge and on my daily trades. So it will take some time to configure everything and with all the bots. And on top of that, I'm changing my exchange. I'm migrating from Binance to FTX because Binance has banned futures trading in Norway. So this will take time. I need to recalibrate and reconfigure my bots for FTX because they are not working with the same settings for Binance. It is different. If you would like to try FTX and you don't have an account yet, please feel free to use my affiliate link from the description. Thank you very much for that. Back to the conclusions, here is what's happening. I was so impressed by Zignaly that I really want to use it for all my trades. So this is what I'm working on and it will take some time. I don't know if I will manage to finish during next week, so please have a little bit more patience before I make an update on the challenge. If you endured all this blabber by this point, please leave me a comment below and let me know what you think now about these bots. And something else very important, please tell me what videos about which platforms would you like for me to make more of in the future. Thank you very much for watching and for your support, and see you next time. Have a good one.